Good morning. It's Reverend John Praying, pastor of the Avon Federated Church, located at 206 South Main Street in Avon, Illinois. Hey, I'm late this morning, but it's basically just church time here anyway today. I'm late because I finally fell asleep. You know, everybody knows me, I'm a night owl, and so I finally fell asleep and I didn't get up till a little while ago. I'm going to be honest, but I'll take the sleep when I can finally get it. It's good to be here today on Sunday morning, and we can, in a bit, give you some of the announcements and all the things going on in the Avon area. Um, Later today, I'm going to put out a newsletter to folks via email. It's already posted on my Facebook page and on the church Facebook page if you want to see that newsletter, but it's also going out via email. If you would like to get email updates from the Avon Federated Church, feel free to contact me and I'll give you that address and email in a little bit. But again, if you want to be on our email mailing list for anything we put out, just let me know and we'll put you on that list just as soon as we can. Um, no worship today at the Avon Federated Church, at least not live and in person in the same room. But we did post for you a worship service that is now online on YouTube and on Facebook. The Facebook page actually just directs you to YouTube. Our YouTube channel, if you go to YouTube and you go to their search box or search engine and type in Avon Federated Church, that'll get you to our Facebook channel where we have discussions like this one posted, and then our 2 worship services so far and growing. I'll say a little bit more here. Uh, we're going to probably be having most worship services for a while online. We haven't made any decisions. I have to be very honest, and so hear me, the board has not decided. But it's very clear that, at least next week, we're still under the orders to stay confined. So Palm Sunday will be done online and not in person. And the order perhaps gets lifted by Wednesday of Holy Week, and we could foreseeably do some things. But I have a very strong feeling that the order is going to stay in place, or at least not be allowing groups as large as a church service to be gathering, particularly an Easter church service. So I have a feeling all of Holy Week is probably going to be done online, and who knows for how long since then, after that, I should say. So not a problem. We'll deal with it. We'll lift, shift, we will adapt and overcome, and we'll make it all happen. My plans already are, if we are still under the ban and not together face to face and in person. I lost my video. Just give me a second. There we go. We're back. If we're together, not together, I should say, I'm going to have a service for us. It'll be Palm Sunday will be online. I'll have a Maundy Thursday, and I'll have something for Good Friday, and then I'll have an Easter morning service for us. Other than that, I don't know what I'll do. I might do the very long liturgy for the Easter Vigil. For those folks who are into that sort of thing. Most folks at my church aren't, but I know some folks are, I being one of them. So that's what will happen. It'll all be online. Knox County, near us, it just had its first COVID-19 case. So folks are a little more scared. So I think even if the governor says we can be open, a lot of folks will not want us to be anyway. But again, I don't foresee the governor letting us be open. So our worship services will be online. Time for a little bit now from me. Again, if you wish to contact me as pastor of the Avon Federated Church, there is my address and my email address, my phone number, I should say, and my email address. If you need to have somebody pick stuff up from the store or from the pharmacy, if you can't get it in other ways, give me a call. If you need to chat, if you want somebody to pray with you, if you are experiencing some anxiety over the COVID-19 pandemic, feel free to give me a call and we can chat, or if you want to send me an email, if you want to be on our emailing list, feel free to send your email address to john.praying@gmail.com. My text and cell phone number are 309-255-6702. If you find yourself where you can't get food, if you're struggling to make ends meet, I know that I and the church don't personally have funds to be able to help you out, but I do have a lot of contacts. So feel free to call me anyway, and we will try to reach out to some of those agencies and organizations that often do have some resources, or at least did before the COVID-19 hit. So contact me no matter what if you are struggling and need some help. It is Sunday morning, and usually if we were at Sunday morning, we'd be having worship service, and if we had worship service, we'd be passing the offering plate. Well, the sad news is during this sort of time of COVID-19, the expenses go on just almost like any other year, same expenses, but we're not having offerings or passing the plate. So for folks who normally would be giving to our church, this is the address to send your offering if you wish to do so. This is the bookkeeper. We got rid of the office of treasurer. We just have bookkeeper now. But this is where the money would go. The pastor doesn't see it. Nobody else from the church sees what comes into that mailbox. It's Post Office Box 432, Avon, Illinois 61415. Avon Federated Church, P.O. Box 432, Avon, Illinois 61415. And that's where you can send your offerings and pledges that you would normally be giving to the church if we were together on this Sunday morning and sitting in the pews. So folks have asked where to do that, so we do put it there because, let's be honest, the only income we have right now is what gets mailed to us. But our bills, they come in the same mail, and they're just as high as they've been any year. It's early morning, and I do have allergies. I'm going to talk about some of the things that are going on in the Avon Village. I checked Jeremy Wise's website. No Avon area funerals. He has one in Alexis, but no Avon area funerals to report to you this morning, and that's a good thing. As I said, there is a COVID-19 case, but no death up in Knox County, so it is a bit closer to us now. So we're stuck here, and I mean that in a good way. We're here in the community, and many things are open. Many things are open in our town. Most of them, the restaurants are. The bank is open for drive-through, and if you really need to speak with a loan officer or have access to your box there, the safety deposit box, through appointment, you can contact Tompkins State Bank and they can make an appointment for you. The drive-through windows are open, their usual hours. So that's what's going on at the Tompkins State Bank. NEFCO is open its regular hours too. Planting will be happening soon here in beautiful Avon, Illinois area. And so NEFCO, a John Deere dealership, they are open. And again, like all things, you can't go inside and browse, but they can get you what you need. So call NEFCO and they'll help you out. I'm going to go to the restaurants and other things for a minute. Casey's General Store. There's their number. You see their hours. Their hours have changed, and I really want to emphasize that. They're open 6 in the morning till 8 in the evening. Kitchen closes at 7:30. So if you're planning on getting gasoline after 8 o'clock in Avon, you are out of luck. The closest gas stations are then 10, 12 miles away or so. So fuel up early, get your food early. The hours have changed, and ideally in the first hour or two, if you don't have to be there, try to save that for the seniors if you can. Casey's General Store, 309-465-3390. Get your pizza, get your other food there. They're open, and you see their new hours for now, the hours for the COVID-19 pandemic. Got to give me 1 second here. Got to shift things. Main Street Cafe, downtown Avon, Illinois, 309-465-9301. Give them a call, place your order, and then come down to the restaurant and pick it up. Their specials today on Sunday are meatloaf with cheesy potatoes, corn, roll, and butter. They also are offering a shrimp dinner with mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, and butter. That's Main Street Cafe in Avon, Illinois. Give them a call, place your order, then come and pick it up. Not Just Another Dip, or sometimes called the ice cream place by a lot of folks in Avon. They're open normally, like they usually are, 11 to 8 each day. It's a walk-up window, always has been, never been any indoor dining. You come to the window and you just place your order and pick it up like you would any other time. But also, You can phone, especially appreciated if you have big orders, 309-371-5288 for Not Just Another Dip, the ice cream place in Avon, Illinois, 11 to 8, walk-up window. Place your order and they'll hand it to you. Otherwise, big orders, give them a call at that number and they will help you out. Club 41's got a little bit different hours today. I'm just trying to see where I left that and wrote that down. But Club 41 is open to slightly different hours. You might want to check their Facebook page. I think they're open from like 11 or so till 5 today. Club 41. Yeah, they're open 12 to 5. I found my notes. 12 to 5 today. They have their ham steak for $12. They have the 12-piece jumbo shrimp for $12. They have meatloaf for $10. And then with each of those orders, they're going to throw in a complimentary half stack of their world-famous onion rings. So Club 41, complimentary half stack of onion rings, meatloaf $10, 12-piece jumbo shrimp 12, ham steak 12. Those are the specials there, and the sides that go with that are your fries, either crinkly or straight cut fries, baked potato, hash browns, mashed potatoes, side salad, broccoli, mac and cheese, cottage cheese, coleslaw, jello. Those are your choices of sides. Club is, again, open from 12 to 5 today. They're throwing in that complimentary half stack of their world-famous onion rings, and you heard what the specials are. Don't know what their hours are the rest of the week, but that's what's going on today at Club 41. The way they want you to do things is place a call, place your order, and then when you get there, when you're at the parking lot, give them a call and let them know you're there, and then they'll come out and bring your food to you. Storm shelter, at least for today. I don't know their hours for the rest of the week other than a little bit, which I'll share later. Storm shelter, 309-975-1013. You saw what their hours were this weekend, and today they are open 11 to 1 and 5 to 8. Today, their storm shelter, they have fried chicken dinner with mashed potatoes and gravy and peas. That's what's going on the storm shelter, 11 to 1, 5 to 8 today. And they're going to have, from 5 to 8 on Monday, they're going to have Mexican Monday from 5 to 8 at the storm shelter. The storm shelter also appears to be, they're delivering, and they do curbside carry out to you. So the specials again today, fried chicken with mashed potatoes, looks like gravy and peas, and their regular menu is also being had. And again, 11 to 1, 5 to 8, the storm shelter. One more restaurant in town, and then we'll be through with the menu. Milano's Pizzeria, 309-465-3050. They're doing both carry out and dining. I know they tend to open at 11 o'clock. I do not have their ending hours, but I do know they're open. I do know that they have the sign saying they're doing carry out and delivery. So again, get pizza and all the other things that you typically get from Milano's at 309-465-9050. Call ahead, get your order, come to the door, pick it up. For those who are outside of the Avon area, just realize that in Illinois, no restaurants are open that you can dine in. It's all carry out or delivery. And in Avon, it's no different. So all these restaurants, phone ahead and then come to the door if you can and pick it up. The only exception being Not Just Another Dip, the ice cream place. They have a window that you come to, and that's the way it's always been there because there's no indoor dining. So that's what I have so far for you this morning here on my morning live broadcast. Tonight I might be, it'll probably be a little late, closer to 7:30. Probably I'm going to be on Zoom. Just look at my Facebook page or the church Facebook page, and we'll have the contact information for you there. I have another meeting that's at 6, so I don't know how late that'll run. So it might not be me getting on quite at 7. But be looking for me on Zoom if you want to come there and chat. No Bible study tonight on Zoom. haven't put one up there. But if you do want us to get together a Bible study, just contact me and I'll organize a Bible study, and we'll figure out a time and place when people can do it. And we will have an online Bible study using Zoom technology. Be glad to do it for you all. If you want a Bible study, let me know via email or a message on Facebook, or call me, and we'll try to organize a time when folks want to have a Bible study. And we'll use Zoom technology, and we'll just study God's Word and learn a lot about God and about each other and grow in our faith. So that's the big news from Avon, Illinois. You heard about the restaurants. You heard that there's no obituaries from Jeremy Wise's Wise Family Funeral Home. Banks are open. Post office is open. NEFCO is open. In some ways, other than doing delivery and pickup, business is pretty much as usual in Avon, but you just got to come to the doors and can't go into places and browse like you used to, other than Casey's. So that's what I have for you. And they'll be going on for other things here in a moment. In a while, I'm going to talk a little bit about God, and I'm going to talk about other related things, and there'll be a time for prayer. If you have prayer requests this morning that you want me to pray about, be sure to type them into the chats and comments, and if there's any prayer requests, we'll try to include them in our prayer time later on in our broadcast. This is a half-hour broadcast. We'll go to about 9:30-ish this morning, so that's what we have there. Again, prayer requests. If you want those to be made, let me know. If it's an unspoken one that you don't want shared, just let me know that you don't want it shared online, other than that there is a prayer request or a need. I'm going to go back to the Avon Federated Church. Maundy, Thursday, it means, I think Maundy means giving. I can't remember for sure, but it's a term that it's a day that when we remember Christ's Last Supper. That'll be coming up on April 9th. Will be Maundy Thursday, and that tends to be the communion service where we remember Christ's Last Supper. It'll very likely for us be online, and when it's online, we'll be doing it via, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read a message too. That's why I'm a little discombobulated. When we do our worship service, our communion online for Maundy Thursday, obviously you can't be there to get the bread and no grape juice, or in our case, let's just try that again. New mouth, just got the lips today. They aren't working right. So let's try that again. For Maundy Thursday, which is April 9th, we'll be having a communion service. It's online. It'll be via Facebook, and it'll then also be posted to our YouTube channel at the Avon Federated Church. We can't, when we serve communion, we can't obviously through the internet pass you bread or grape juice. Or if you choose to prefer wine, we don't use wine at the Federated Church. It's not that we can't, it's just that there hasn't been a lot of need or desire for actual wine in years past. We used to do it that way, but we ended up only having about 2 folks who used the wine, so we just went right over to all grape juice. But on Maundy Thursday, I'll be broadcasting a worship service, either live or more likely recorded, and on Facebook and YouTube, and at your home. It'd be good if you wanted to participate that you had some bread or crackers, grape juice, wine, or whatever beverage or bread that you need. God isn't picky. God's not going to get upset. Most of the time, the breads we use are not like what Jesus used. And even if we had wine, it's not quite like the wine from back then before our modern methods. Similar, but not quite. So God's going to be very forgiving. Be sure to have some bread or crackers, wine, or grape juice. And when we have that service, which will be put up on Thursday, April 9th in the evening, feel free to join in, and God can hear us as we bless those elements from a distance, and then you can serve yourself in this time of a global pandemic. We'll also include the Tenebrae service, which means approaching shadows, so the lights will slowly go down, and we'll be putting out candles after reading, so we'll see how that broadcasts and on YouTube and on Facebook, but that will be online and ready to go on Maundy Thursday. I do not know what the Abingdon Area Ministerial Alliance is going to be doing regarding Community Good Friday or Community Easter Sunrise yet. If they don't have those events, I know for sure I'll put something online for Good Friday, and I don't know what it'll be yet, It might even be just as simple as doing the readings, going live and doing the pertinent readings between noon and 3 o'clock, or I might do an actual service. So trying to be creative here and do what we can during this time of a global pandemic. Easter Sunday, we will indeed be online. I'll have a service there. If nothing else changes, we will have some live music. I won't be singing, but you will hear me. I shouldn't say live music. We'll have recorded music. You will hear the pipe organ playing at the Federated Church, and we'll play some of those traditional Easter. I'm definitely. My problem is I slept, and when I sleep, that's not a good thing. Uh, we'll have some of our traditional Easter hymns, 2 or 3 of them. They'll be playing, and the words will appear on screen. So we'll have some traditional music on Easter morning. So we look forward to doing that for you if we're still locked down, which I suspect we shall be. But we're going to make the best of it at the Avon Federated Church. We will try to make sure that you have Palm Sunday, Maundy, Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter in every way that we can. We'll try to throw a Bible study in somewhere. So if you want a Bible study in the next couple of weeks, try to have one a week, maybe more or less. It's up to you folks. If you're interested in a Bible study, send me a message through one of the many ways, and we'll make sure that we try to do an online Bible study in the midst of all this that's going on. Jesus struggled. He struggled as he got close to the time of his approaching death. And he prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. He went there to pray with his disciples. And 3 different times they fell asleep, and he had to come back and chat with them and wake them up. He was praying. He was praying for himself. He was praying for us. He was praying for the world. One of the things that Jesus prayed, he said, if it be your will, Lord, he said, let this cup pass from me. In other words, Jesus knew what it was like. He saw what was coming. He saw that crucifixion was going to be there and carrying the burden of the weight of the sins of the world. And he said, Dad, Father, if it's possible, let this cup, this assignment, let it pass away from me. But then he said, not my will, but thine be done. None of us right now likes this assignment of being confined at home, worrying about COVID-19, wondering if ourselves or one of our friends or relatives will get it if the numbers start to jump exponentially, as some people predict. We don't want this assignment. I'm sure we would pray, let this cup pass from us. But not my will, but thine be done. In all things in the coming weeks, let us realize that God's in charge. We don't always get what we want, but God is still in charge, and it's going to work out just fine. On more than one occasion, in my life and in the lives of those whom I've ministered with and to for nearly 40 years in various communities, many people didn't get what they wanted, but at the end of the day, they discovered they were getting what they needed. When God didn't give them what they want, sometimes God was indeed protecting them and keeping them from being in places in times of danger or with people that they shouldn't be with. So we can't always get what we want, but we can generally and usually get what we need because God provides for us. We might not see it immediately, but in the end, God does provide and gives us exactly what we need. So yes, we can pray, and we ought to pray that this cup of this pandemic passes from us. This time of quarantine goes by and it be done. But at the end of the day, not our will, but God's will be done. And as I mentioned in the message today that I have located online on Facebook and on YouTube, our sermon today even mentions that I believe that we can do great things during this time of the pandemic, even though we can't get out and even though the stock market has gone way down. We're going to be doing some praying here in just a second. So if you have any last second prayer requests, please place them in the chat box even while I'm praying, and I'll try to get to those requests if I see them. But we're going to pray this morning. And there's many things for which to pray. And some of them are not pleasant. Some of them are joyous. So please join us soon in a time of prayer. I got a message, and it's been on Facebook, so I can announce it, that Matt Hyatt and his wife, Kayla Alden Hyatt, they had their second child to join them with Maggie. Ada Louise was born this past week. So again, we rejoice with the Hyatt family, and we will add that to the prayer requests and joys today. So let's pray. God of grace, power, and love, we come before you today as your people, and we give thanks for all that you do in our midst and in our communities. We don't know what's going on with this COVID-19 pandemic, but we know that whatever happens is in your control and in your hands, and we trust in you. We would pray for those who are first responders, who are police, fire, ambulance folks, the folks working in hospitals and nursing homes, medical clinics, doctors' offices. They're all really at the forefront of all of this, and people at health departments. We would lift them up before you and ask that you give them strength, that you protect them, keep them protected from this virus and from other harm. Be with their family members, because we know these people are gone quite a while and might, at times be gone very long shifts or have to be quarantined. So we lift up these people who are on the front lines. We remember other folks on the front lines at places like stores and restaurants and essential businesses. Keep everyone safe who cannot get out. Gracious, loving God, we remember those who are confined in nursing homes, assisted living centers, their own homes, apartments for senior citizens. These people, Lord, have not gotten out anywhere near as much as anyone else. Some aren't even allowed to go out. They're not allowed to have visitors, and often, in many cases. Lord, we ask your blessing upon them. Watch over them, keep them in your care. We remember parents and students, I should say, who are at home doing studies. Help those studies to go well. Let the young people learn a great deal. We pray for parents who are doing this, whether they're very experienced or they are sort of struggling and lack the know-how and the resources to do this well. We remember on this day all who are facing any sort of illness. There have been some that have been mentioned from our own community whose names I'm not allowed to share, but we would pray for those people who are facing times of illness, not COVID-19, but other things, everything from seasonal allergies, colds, flus, cancer, heart disease, I should say. Lord, you know all these people that are facing times of illness. We would pray for them to be restored to health. Gracious, most merciful God, hear us now as we come before you with the Lord's Prayer, saying, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Couple of things. This is going to sort of conclude my broadcast. A couple more things. I'm going to put my number up there as I bring this to a close. If you need to get a hold of me, Reverend John Prane, at any way, there's my phone number, 309-255-6702, and my email address, john.prane@gmail.com. If you need to get a hold of me for any way, that's the way to do it. Doesn't matter what it is. If there's any way that you believe the Federated Church might be able to help you, give me a call and we'll see if we can work that out and if it's something we can do. And again, a reminder, we're not passing the offering plate at church right now, but if you wish to, it disappeared. If you wish to send in your offering, to the Avon Federated Church. There's where you send it. Only the church bookkeeper sees that. Nobody else from the church sees what you're sending, so it's very anonymous. The Avon Federated Church, P.O. Box 432, Avon, Illinois, 61415. The Avon Federated Church, P.O. Box 432, Avon, Illinois. Two things are going to happen here. I'm going to say a prayer of blessing, a benediction, and then what I'm going to do will be done, but I'm going to, for those who want to listen and stay, I'm going to run through just all the restaurant list one more time for those who might have joined us late. But the regular broadcast itself is ending right now, and I would ask that the Lord would bless you and keep you, that the Lord would make the Lord's face to shine down upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace, both now and forevermore. Amen. What I'm going to do is, that really concludes things, but I know we have a lot of restaurant stuff with a lot of details. So what I'm going to be doing here in a moment, once I get my messages and that all together, I'm going to run through the restaurant list one more time, let you know what's going on, and then we'll close it down formally. Here's the stuff from Casey's. They have different hours, and you really need to know that. 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. They are not open as late or as early as they used to be. And their kitchen closes at 7:30. So if you were planning on getting some late night food or some late night gasoline, you would be out of luck in Avon, Illinois. Again, no gasoline for 10 to 12 miles if you don't get it at Avon, at Casey's. So be aware of those different hours. And in the early morning, they're not kicking folks out who are younger, but if we can try to keep that for senior citizens as much as possible, I'm sure it would be appreciated. They have that on the door, but I know they're not kicking anybody out if you're younger than those older ages. But again, Casey's, if you want to order pizza or other things, there's the number. Then you'll just walk into the building, pick it up, and you take it to go. Area code 309-465-3390. Main Street Cafe, open from 6 to 2 most days, and they have been this week as well. Their specials today: meatloaf with cheesy potatoes, corn, roll, and butter. And also having a shrimp dinner with mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, and butter. That is what's going on there at Avon Main Street Cafe, 309-465-9301. Phone ahead, place your order, and come pick it up. Main Street Cafe, 309-465-9301. Not just another dip. Some folks call it, hey, the ice cream place. They're in Avon, Illinois. They're open 11 to 8 day on most or all days. You just walk up to their window, place the order like you always have. There is and never has been indoor dining. So pick up your order, place your order, pick it up, and then just go. If you have a larger order, it's better if you give a call so they can have it ready. 309-371-5288. Not just another dip. 1128 in Avon, Illinois. Club 41. Their hours are a little bit different today. Club is open from 12 to 5 today. Don't know what their hours will be the rest of the week, but from 12 to 5, they're having ham steak for $12. They have a 12-piece jumbo shrimp, meatloaf for $10. With each order, food today, their takeout order, they're doing a complimentary half stack of onion rings. And also, you have your choice of sides with these meals. The sides are fries, which are either crinkle cut or straight cut, baked potato, hash browns, mashed potatoes, side salad, broccoli, mac and cheese, cottage cheese, coleslaw, and jello. So from 12 to 5 today, Club 41, ham steak, 12-piece jumbo shrimp, meatloaf. Those are your specials. And again, complimentary half stack with to-go orders of their world-famous onion rings. Storm Shelter today. It's going to be some Sunday fried chicken dinner with mashed potatoes, gravy, and peas. Also the regular menu. They're open from 11 to 1 and 5 to 8 today. Again, the Storm Shelter in downtown Avon, Illinois. Sunday fried chicken dinner with mashed potatoes, gravy, and peas. plus their regular menu open from 11 to 1 and 5 to 8. Phone in your order. You see the number there. Then they also have delivery, and it's curbside pickup. Milano's Pizzeria, I know they're open. I think they're opening around 11. I don't have their exact hours. It's not posted in the window, nor is it online. But they do have signs saying they're doing both carry out and delivery. There's Milano's Pizzeria in beautiful downtown Avon. The restaurant located in the old hotel, for those of you who've been around Avon long enough. 309-465-3050 for Milano's Pizzeria, carry out and delivery. I just wanted to run through those a second time, and I want to thank you for being with me today and for being here during this time of the global pandemic that we're experiencing. I'm checking for one more thing here. As I close out the service, I'm going to be just having my contact information up. If you need to contact me, Reverend John Prain, you see the contact stuff there. And we thank you for being here today. That's all, folks.